Hello everyone. Wishing you and your family happy Diwali and prosperous new year. Today I have a very special episode on Mehul Shah show Baaton Hi Baaton Mein. As I have a very special guest of honor with me. She is the center director of Hearing Heart and founder at Speech and Sound Concept and founder trustee at Josh Foundation. Yes, you are right. It's my immense pleasure to invite Ms.Devangi Dalal from Mumbai. So make sure you watch this episode till end because it's a very interesting topic which I'm coming up with. So let's get started. Devangi Dalal, with 33 plus years as an audiologist and speech language pathologist and speech therapist, is the center director of Hearing Hearts and founder of Speech and Sound Concept. She is the founder trustee of Josh Foundation, aiding 1900 plus underprivileged hearing impaired children. In 2012, she became the first Indian to win the AAA Humanitarian Award. Devangi advocates for hearing health with CGHH, which works with WHO and has launched the Change is Here campaign, under which she has made two ad films to raise awareness about early detection and latest technologies for better hearing. She is also an author of books on positivity and hearing health. So we welcome Ms. Devangi. So finally, we have Ms. Devangi Dalal in my episode number 16 in my own show, that is Mehul Shah show, Baaton Hi Baaton Mein. So ma'am, welcome to my show, ma'am.
Thank
Namaste.
you.
So ma'am, what is the common cause for a hearing loss today?
So, first of all, thank you for inviting me.
Pleasure.
And here we are to talk about hearing health to everyone. First thing is that what is hearing loss? Now, what we do is we hear, we understand, and we communicate. So, hearing is very important for us. Now, hearing loss can happen if there is a wax in the outer ear. In the middle ear, there is a, due to cough and cold, there is a fluid collection, or there is continuous fluid collections. There is, necrosis of the bones, and then the hearing loss is due to cochlear damage and the nerve damage. So there is a conductive hearing loss and mixed hearing loss and sensory neural hearing loss. Now, we as a normal people hear around 90 to 95%. Now, if there is a wax in the ear, you reduce the hearing by 10%. If there is a fluid, you may lose a hearing 15 to 20%. And if there is a nerve loss, the nerve loss can be 15% to 90%. I, in
Okay.
my 33 years practice, I have not seen anybody having no hearing.
Okay.
So hearing loss can be treated, and there are different cause for it. If you work on it, then we can remove the hearing difficulties.
Oh, great. Ma'am, like if anyone is diagnosed with a hearing problem or a hearing loss, okay, so it leads to what type of other service issue and what treatments are available?
Okay, so as I said that when you have a wax in the ear, now in the small children, there was one school where we saw around 800 children. Now out of 800 children, 80% had a wax in the ear. Now that reduces
Okay.
10% hearing loss. Now, due to that, they are not able to concentrate in the class. Most of the children who are not speaking clearly, like तोतड़ू बोले
Hmm.
ऐसा बोलते हैं, तो उन बच्चों में सबसे पहले वैक्स है कि नहीं, हियरिंग बराबर है कि नहीं, that you have to see. So wax can be treated. You remove the wax and the patient can hearing well. If there is a middle ear problem, that means middle ear fluid due to cold, or there is necrosis of the bone, or there is otosclerosis, means the bone is fixed, then all these kinds of hearing loss can be treated with the medication or with the surgery. But if there is a hearing loss which is sensory and nerve loss, that cannot be treated. There are cochlear implant surgery happening, and also you can treat those loss with the hearing aids.
Okay.
So for all the kinds of hearing loss, there is a treatment available.
Oh, great. Ma'am, so what like early sign should people watch for to detect a hearing loss?
So if the children doesn't start speaking, suddenly they start speaking at the age of 1 year. If the children above one age they don't start speaking and they don't speak in sentences, then you must check their hearing first. Okay. If the speech is not clear in the children, they should check their hearing.
Okay.
Okay. If like recurrently you are getting cough and cold and in the class or in the surroundings when so many people are talking and you are not able to understand, you need to check your hearing. If the children, like today morning only we had one girl, she
Okay.
had a high frequency loss and she was hearing low frequency sound, other environmental sounds, but she was not hearing the speech very clearly, and her speech was not clear, and they have been going to a different professions, but they could not find out that her speech was affected because of the hearing loss.
Okay.
Today at the age of 10 she came to know that she has a hearing loss, and it
Okay.
was very difficult for her to accept that she has a hearing loss and she has to wear a hearing aid.
Oh.
So if the speech is not clear, first you must check the hearing.
Okay.
Recurrent cough and cold, check your hearing.
Okay.
If you find difficulty people talking at a distance, you must check your hearing.
Okay.
If you're sitting in the group, you're watching TV and you are not able to hear well, you have to ask people to slow down their volume, or you want every windows and everything to be closed and you have to concentrate in talking, then you must check your hearing.
Okay.
So
Okay.
communication, if it is not easy and you are finding to concentrate, every person should check their hearing.
Oh, okay, great. So, ma'am, what are some of the myths of hearing loss you would like to correct?
So there is a misconception that generally children start speaking late. Okay.
Okay.
So in US, UK, all the babies who leave the hospital, they are screened for hearing. In our country, it has not started yet. It has not become mandatory. So what they do is within 6 months, if the hearing test they do, and if they fail in the test, then they check the hearing, give them a hearing aid or cochlear implant, and today they are able to reduce the hearing impairment by 20 to 40 percentile. Whereas in our country we have not yet become made it mandatory, so still age of detection of the hearing loss, I mean today I saw a girl who had a hearing loss from birth and she's almost 10 years now.
Oh, okay.
So in our country, the speech is delayed is fine. The child, some children talk late. Some children speak kalu kalu, not
Okay. Got it.
clearly.
Yes.
So over the time they learn, but that is not true. See, what is happening is world is changing.
Correct.
The communication demands are increasing. Now in that, if your communication is not good enough like any other person, then you are going to feel fear or you are not going to feel confident about it. So I would suggest that all the parents should take care of their children's hearing, because if the hearing is not good and the child will have educational problems, that will lead to social problems, that will also lead to their employment problems.
Okay.
So from the birth, the children's hearing should be taken care of. And nowadays, everything is like we want fast relief.
Correct.
So whatever happens, you fall sick, you're having headache, for everything we take medicines.
Correct.
Now if when you are treated with pneumonia or some medicines, where you take higher antibiotics, those medicines, if they have a toxicity, can give you a hearing loss.
Okay.
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 So we have to, each and every step of life, whenever we come across any illness, that time also the hearing needs to be taken care of.
Okay. Okay. Great. How do you help to spread awareness about hearing health?
So I am representing WHO for Make Listening Safe, and Coalition Global Hearing Health. They have made advocates for all the country. So for India they have appointed me,
Oh, wow.
and WHO is predicting that by 2050 2.5 billion youngsters will have a hearing loss. So it is very important for us to create hearing health. And I feel that For, as I said, for communication, we hear, we understand, and we express. So hearing is very important for the communication. So what today's youngsters are doing, they are using continuously headphones, they are listening the music very loud, they're having all the team meeting for 3 to 4 hours on the headphones. They go to the loud music events, they stand near the speakers, they enjoy the music. Now all these things slowly, taking over time, and for longer time, it is going to cause the hearing loss. So for us, it is very important to create hearing health awareness about this. And as I said, that people don't have patience also,
Correct.
so they take medicines immediately for everything, for their pain, for whatever happens. Now those medicines can also have a hearing loss, and you don't pay attention to it. They don't see that there is a wax in the ear. We had recently, last 15 days, there were three boys who were 21-year old. They were not speaking clearly, and they were stammering. And we saw that all three of them had so much impacted wax in the ear,
Oh,
and that was reducing the hearing by 10%, and they were not able to communicate very efficiently. The moment the wax was removed, they were different person.
okay.
So having wax in the ear also causes your communication problems. So all these things, we need to create awareness among the people and help the people to know that for communication, hearing to be taken care first.
Great.
As science is improving, a lot of
Yes.
communication demands are there,
Correct.
so much competition.
Yes.
So if we don't take care of hearing, it does not work.
Okay, great, ma'am. Ma'am, like in 2012, you won like award as a triple A award, ma'am. What is that about? वो award क्या है like? What is triple A award?
So in 2004, we started Josh Foundation. It
Okay.
is a non-profit organization, and I'm a founder trustee for that.
Okay.
And through Josh Foundation, we did a lot of activities to create awareness among the people, especially for the people who are hearing impaired. Now, as I told you, that I have not seen any children having no hearing. They have 5%, 10% hearing. And as technology has developed, with the hearing aids or with the cochlear implant, we can make their hearing reach up to 80-85%. So we can reduce the handicap from the society. And as this hearing disability is not visible, not much work is done. So through Josh Foundation, we started creating awareness. We started writing articles in the newspapers. We conducted the event where all the children who were not using the hearing aids and who were using the hearing aid, they came on the same platform. They saw that how the technology is making a difference. We are able to reduce the disability from the society. So that's how slowly work started speaking, and we have helped till Josh Foundation till now 1900 underprivileged children.
Oh wow.
So in 2012, uh, American Academy of Audiology had noticed my work which I did in India for this hearing impaired people.
Okay.
So that's how they gave me a humanitarian award. In American Academy of Audiology, around more than 13,000 professionals are there. So every year they give award to seven people and one person who has done humanitarian work any part of the world. So I
Okay.
was lucky enough to get in 2012.
Great, ma'am. Great. Ma'am, what is your concept behind the campaign of change is here? What is that like campaign of about?
So, working through the Josh Foundation, creating hearing health awareness, I found that people are not able to remove the myth and misconception about their hearing loss. Still, they wait, still, they take time to understand, and then even the adult people who have a hearing loss, unless and until they really find difficulty to communicate, then only they go to the professionals. So, in general, we don't pay attention to our hearing. So I thought that 80% of the our Indian population go to the theaters to see movies for entertainment. So changes here were two films, short films.
Oh, short films.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one is a short film called Early Matters, where we have emphasized on neonatal screening that every child who leaves the hospital needs to be checked for the hearing, so that they get earlier treatment and they can lead a normal life.
Okay.
And the second is start, means if you take good care of your hearing and you wear hearing aids to your requirement, then you can lead a normal life. So both the films are very short films,
Okay.
2 minutes film. Have you see Dhumrapan and cancer
Yes.
related films
Yes.
in the
We see.
theater?
Correct. Correct.
So similar, these two films are made so that you can create a mass awareness.
Okay. Great, ma'am. Ma'am, my second last question to you is, can you share one of the case like it was very difficult for you to solve, but your talent, your team support, you had solved that case? Can you share one case like?
Yeah, so we had one boy who was hearing impaired. He had around 90% hearing loss,
Okay.
and they were staying in Bangalore.
Okay.
And from there, they came to Bombay. Now in Bombay, he took admission in CBSE normal schools
Okay.
in 8th standard. Now for that boy, that was the adolescent stage, and he was not having a good hearing aid with him. So for communication, he was finding a lot of difficulty. So he was abusing his parents, that because of you I have this problem, hearing problem, and I can't cope up with the normal kids, and I'm finding a lot of difficulty in the school and all that. So the parents came to me and they told me that this child is very upset, and he's become violent, and he doesn't talk to us, and he says that it is hearing problem. So I told their parents that because he's not able to understand other people through the hearing, that's why he's feeling frustrated, and he's very intelligent boy. And if we give a good hearing aid to him to his requirement, and we give him a proper training, then he will be able to overcome this.
Okay.
So the parents believed in me, and we fitted a hearing aid costing somewhere around 2 lakh rupees that time. This is the story of around 10-15 years back.
Okay.
And he started hearing very well. And whenever we see a hearing impaired person, we speak in two sentences, two words, and we use gestural language. But actually, when they wear hearing aid and they hear well, you need to give them stimulation to hear.
Correct.
So we started training him that how other normal people are hearing, and then how you have to hear. And then slowly he started understanding people around him. So then it became easier for him to communicate in the normal school.
Okay.
Now that was good because he was progressing, but he was not getting that confidence to talk to people. So we conducted one of the Josh event, talent contest,
Okay.
where this boy also participated, and I told him that I will train you. You say speech about this particular country, and you talk about it. He was little reluctant. He was not ready for it, but compared to other children, he did very well,
Oh,
and he came
great.
first
First. Okay.
in that talent contest. That boosted up his confidence.
Wow.
And then he scored in 10th standard 92.4 in normal school
Board exam, right?
board exam.
Okay.
He was the first in Maharashtra board,
Oh, wow.
and then he went to SP Jain Engineering College, and then he went abroad to do masters. And today he's working
Excellent.
one of the leading company and leading a normal life, and he's supporting his family.
Great, great, ma'am. Like, very excellent journey.
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, so like you are a listening member of Make Listening Safe group, right? So what will you do through it? And as festivals are around, any advice for people about safe listening practice?
So first of all, festival, talked about the festival.
Yeah.
So we wish happy Diwali to everyone.
Correct.
Happy Diwali. Now in this Diwali, I wish everyone take care of their hearing. Of course, we burst crackers,
Correct.
but we don't burst crackers at higher decibels. So we use the crackers which produces the less decibels. Second, we enjoy music in festivals. We I mean, I also love dancing. I
Yeah,
love
we see your reels on
music,
social media.
music and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everything.
Correct.
So you should enjoy the music within the limits.
Okay.
Okay. It is said that if you hear 80 decibels for 8 hours for 80 days can lead you a hearing loss. So you should preserve your hearing by using volume 60%, and every 60 minutes you need to take a break.
Okay.
And if you're working in a very noisy area or you are going for a loud music concert, and if you feel that by high listening to high decibel hearing you are getting affected, then use the hearing muffs, ear muffs, which has a filter inside which controls the frequency range. So we should enjoy your music within a limit and within the potential of ours.
Correct.
Excessive is not good. I mean, any area, if you do excess for anything, it is not good for us.
Right.
So this Diwali, we should take care that we should, preserve our hearing in a good manner.
Ma'am, like I have one last question to ask you. Like it's from my curiosity. You are the Devangi Dalal, right? The founder of Josh Foundation Speech and Sound Concept. So like how do you feel if like a upcoming talent like me and your cast person takes an interview?
Oh, I feel great. I always believe that today's youngsters have lots of potential,
Correct.
and when person like you trying to explore everything, giving education to others, I feel very proud
Thank you very much, ma'am.
that that you are using your potential in best of the manner, and I wish you good luck.
Thanks, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Ma'am, so any advice to our audience you would like to suggest?
I, Devangi Dalal, audiologist and speech language pathologist and practicing from last 33 years, have seen that hearing has affected many lives, and hearing disability is not being taken so much good care, and because it is invisible. So please, if you come across any person having hearing difficulty, especially children, you definitely guide them to us so that we can help them and they can lead a normal life. I'm also a director of Hearing Hearts, which has an institute where we have occupation therapists, physiotherapists, dietitians, psychologists, audiologists, speech therapists. We work as a holistic approach. So, if any person having any physical or mental health issues, also they can come to us and we can guide them. And as I said, that we, as a liaison of Make Listening Safe, believes that hearing health is very important for life. So please do take care of your hearing, and wish you good luck and happy Diwali again. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you everyone for watching the entire episode on Mehul Shah show Baaton Hi Baaton Mein with Ms. Devangi Dalal. Devangi Dalal efforts for hearing heart is really inspiring. Today, after interviewing her, I realized that what a versatile personality she is. To close this show, I would like to quote her that world will aspire to the beauty of kindness if we make specially able children equally inclusive in our society. So this was Mehul Shah signing off for today, and once again wishing you and your family a happy Diwali and prosperous New Year. And wait for my next episode because it might be there's a surprise for everyone. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.